Good evening, everybody, and welcome to League v League. We're in Season 1, Round 7. It's the penultimate round. And we're in Qatar. We're at the Losail International Circuit. Obviously, just the one previous F1 race here in 2021. Obviously, League v League. Usually it is the four leagues taking each other on, but tonight, unfortunately, DRS is a no-show. I don't have any details as to why, but we don't have any DRS cars on the grid. Cars now starting to exit the pit lane. Gonna have a very busy track. See, in the lead of the championship, FRL. Those are the cars that are in grey or silver. Then JPR in second place. They're 24 points adrift in the championship. And then SKR not far behind, because they're just 1 point behind JPR. So 25 points covers the three teams in the championship with 2 races to go. A 5.4 kilometer circuit that was originally built for MotoGP. Actually, MotoGP has been coming to this circuit for quite some time. It's MotoGP's one and only night race. Qatar makes up the 4th night race of the Formula 1 calendar. Everyone out on the soft tyre, just Venom out on the medium. Obviously no real reason to save tyres, it's just the one quali session, 18 minutes to get your best lap time out there. Thanks for everyone who's already in the comment section. Busy comment section. Lots of people watching. Again, just a reminder, just the 15 cars on the grid. That's because we have no DRS representatives tonight. So it's just SAFRL, JPR and SKR. Remember, just 25 points, 2 rounds to go. Championship far from decided. Any one of those 3 teams can still take it. First lap times now coming in. We have Swayster, that is a 121.9. Virus 122.5. Those are the 2 lap times on the board so far. Next over the line is Louis. He's starting a fast lap. Just the 2 lap times. Now Buffelsfontein goes into second with a 122.4 and Duke into second. Timing screens now all of a sudden becoming very populated. Can't keep up. Now we have Afro, that's a 121.4, fastest lap of the night. I suspect we will we drop into the 120s? I don't know. Comment section, give me some predictions. And if any, give me some predictions. Afro for now fastest with that 121.4. Ride with Simps as he goes over the line. Is this to do a timed lap or to start a fast lap? It is a timed... No, it's to start a fast lap. There is Louis. He's going the wrong way. And Shane returns to the pits without setting a lap time. Another JPR driver, AD. He's on an out lap. Obviously Qatar is a new circuit to everybody. We're getting a bit close there in the qualifying session. So Venom there in 9th, he's got a 122.8, but that was on a set of mediums, so he's got a lot more. Grimjaw has gone fastest, but only just. Also a 121.4, nothing in it between first and second place. Your top 3, as it stands, it's SAFRL, SKR in second and SKR in third. Those are your top 3. Now everyone is in the pits. Seems like everyone wants to be out on track at the same time, and everyone wants to be in the pits at the same time. It's the difficult thing when it comes to just having the short quali, just the 18-minute session. It's so easy to mess up your first run and get involved in traffic in your next runs. Track gets very busy. Buffelsfontein currently in 7th, 122.4. There is your first pole prediction, at least the pole prediction that I don't think I've missed anyone. Yeah, no, first pole prediction, Apmalgozi, a 120.8. Well, that's going to be quite the stretch. Means these guys still have a lot in the fuel tank. 120.8. Gonna have to find 6/10. Time being, the 3 cars on circuit, Buffelsfontein, Simps, and 80. Visor 120.9. I looked it up earlier, but I can't remember now. I think the one and only pole position in 2021, obviously by Lewis Hamilton, I think it was a 120.5. It was a 120.5 or a 120.4, something like that. But your prediction so far, 120.8, 120.9. So just dipping into the 120s. AD has retired from the session. Not sure if that was an incident or if he's had enough and chosen to start from the back. Luckily this is a track with ample runoff area, so don't think we'll see too many safety cars. But I don't want to jinx it. Just now we're gonna get the record amount of safety cars, and I don't think we need to fear anything from the weather. Another driver yet to set a lap time is not Chumi. No lap time from him. We know he's quick. One of the contenders for tonight. And another one, Shane. No lap time from Shane. We wait for that first lap time to come up from him. He goes over the line, and look at that, fastest lap time of the night. Still not a 120. You guys are still predicting 3 to 4 tenths faster. 121.2. Grimjaw currently second. He's now beginning a fast lap, looking to improve on that 121.4. As he was removed from pole position. Another thing at this racetrack, like Visor there is saying in the comment section, is the penalties. So easy to run wide on some of these corners, and very easy to get the invalidated lap. At least I'm sure in the race the warnings are going to be coming up very quickly. Another thing to remember is if you have multiple safety cars in the race and you do have a stack of penalties, it's really going to affect where you finish. It's Venom currently in 4th place, 121.4. And if you do have a look at your screens, that is something very, very rare. On the extremely odd occasion, F1 needs a 4th decimal. Afro in 3rd, Venom in 4th. A 121.455 for both of them. Obviously Afro set the lap time first, so that's why he's ahead. But identical lap times, really impressive stuff at the top of the field. What do you guys make of that? 2 tenths cover the top 4. We're right on board with Sims currently. His fastest lap is a 122 flat. It's good enough for 7th place. 80 has obviously retired, and Pantry Star is showing as DSQ, so no lap time from him. He will start right at the end. That prediction for Afro, a 120.9. Visor and Dixie Killer predicting 120.9s. Dixie Killer, the only one being specific and adding a name. So I don't know if the other Apmagozi and Visor, can you add a name to that to those lap times? Be a little bit more specific. Follow Simps as he goes over the line, looking to improve on the 122 flat. And that was invalidated. It was quite a bit faster, but invalidated lap time not coming up on our screens. Bosveld, currently last on your timing screens, has not set a lap time. The only driver not to have set a lap time yet. There we go. There's a name. Apmagozi predicting that 120.8. And that will be Shane. Shane is currently on a 121.2, 4 tenths away from that, and he's in the pits. So, sure, we'll see him have another go. Bosveld is on an out lap. Simps is on an in lap. And where is Buffelsfontein? He's on an in lap. His ERS is empty. So nothing to see for now. Just have Bosveld and Virus, as well as Grimjaw, on out laps. Grimjaw currently second. Needs to find 2 tenths. Such a small amount of time. That 2 tenths could be anything. It could be a breaking point. It could be being a little bit more brave out of a corner, just the slightest thing, but when you're pushing, mistake is really easy to make. Still a lot of drivers in the pits with just over 2.5 minutes remaining. Wonder how many are gonna still have another go. Here we go, as I say, that timing screen lighting up with outlaps. Grimjaw, he will begin his final fast lap of the night. Currently 1:21.4, looking to take provisional pole away from Shane. He's going to need to find 2/10 in order to do that. Afro currently third, he is on an outlap. We wait to see from Venom. Venom still remains in the pits. Remember, he's got identical lap times to the man in third. And as I say that, outlap for Venom. Hopefully traffic does not affect quali too much. But I think we're going to have a, well, we've got a very busy racetrack. 13 cars out on circuit. Ride with Grimjaw, traffic getting out of the way nicely there. That shouldn't affect his lap. Can always just affect the concentration a little bit. You miss your braking point because you're looking at the wrong thing. But seemed like he got through that really well, minimized the damage. Good work, Paul. The driver's got out of the way. Now goes around the final corner. Activates DRS. His battery is finished. And he backs off. So I guess he wasn't going to improve. He just backed off at the end there. Afro, he's going for it. Currently third. Does he? No. Starting a fast lap. I'm getting excited for nothing. Venom just behind him, also starting his fast lap. This will be interesting. Those two drivers currently on identical lap times, both having their final run of the night. As for Bosveld, he has been able to set a lap time. Let's put him in 6th place, 1:21.9. This is Venom, this is Afro. They are both on their final laps of the night. Grimjaw going slowly, just trying to stay out of everyone's way. Here we have Shane currently pole, 1:21.2. Grimjaw was not able to improve. We saw him just back off going over the line there. That may be the case. He may have run out of fuel, maybe just running that car as light as possible. Now Afro is going to be the first car over the line. Let's see, can he improve from that 1:21.4? Yes, he does, and he goes fastest, 1:21.1. Let's see what Venom can do. He goes over the line next. He does not improve, but well, look at that. Shane improves. He improves on that lap time, keeps pole, just improves on the lap time. It's a 1:21 flat, but I don't think we're going to see anyone in the 1:20s. But oh so close. It's 4 thousandths away from the 1:20s. It doesn't seem like it's going to happen tonight. Simps is on his way. That's Chums. Simps is over the line. Let's see, does he improve? He does improve, and talk about leaving it late. Also a 1:21.0. Nobody can crack that 1:20. It's really insanely close lap times. It's going to be a great race if these guys can do these sort of laps consistently this close. Just 0.3 of a second cover your top 5. Your top 3 is covered by a 10th. Grimjaw, the only one still out on circuit, but I think his session has come to an end. He's just crawling back to the pits. So obviously that was quali, just the one quali session. That is going to determine your grid. And shortly we will be underway for round 7 here in Qatar. Obviously a reminder, championship of the difference, not about the individuals, rather about the teams. So we shouldn't see a situation where we see teams really battling it out. If one is clearly faster, you will probably just let him go through. This is a team championship, not a driver championship. Yeah, you know stuff. You were just, what, 2/10 off? Not bad. So there we go. There's qualifying. Shane, JPR taking pole position going into the Qatar race. Then we have Simpson second for SAFRL. And then we have Afro for SKR. So all three manufacturers for tonight, or should I say 3 teams, cover the top 3. Then Venom fourth. And, well, thanks for that. Sometimes the game is faster, sometimes it's slower. I ran out of time. But I believe the field was Shane in first, Simp second, then Afro third, Venom ended up fourth, Duke fifth, Grimjaw sixth, Swayster seventh, Notshumi eighth, Bifflesfontein ninth, Bosveld 10th. And then outside the top 10 was Chums in 11th, Virus 12th, AD 13th, and then Louis making up the field in 14th. Obviously Pantry Star had a DSQ, so hope to see him start the race, but in all likelihood he will start from the final grid slot. So annoying. Magozi will know what I'm talking about. Why do I have to look at the pit lane? I don't need this. Show the cars. Show the field. And hopefully we don't get a race start where I'm looking at the back row of the grid. See, another two people have joined the stream. If you're just joining us, quali has just ended, and we are moments away from the start of the race. And as I say that, the lights come on. There we go, 5 red lights. No formation lap. We are underway immediately, and there we go. No dramas into turn 1. Let's just go through the field, make sure of that. And everyone through turn 1 nicely. Shane leads the way. JPR leads from SKR. Sims has lost the position. He's gone down to 3rd. Venom still in 4th. Let's bring up some stats. So a handful of different tyres on the grid. Your leader starting on mediums, then 2nd and 3rd starting on a set of hards. Venom, Grimjaw, Duke and Chums, the other drivers choosing mediums. And then a whole smattering of drivers on the hard tyre. Bifflesfontein, Swayster, Virus, 80, Pantry Star, Bosveld, Louis, all going with the hard to begin the race. The one driver with a completely different strategy is in 6th place. That's not Shumi. He's on a set of soft tyres, so he should have superior grip in these opening laps, and he's going to need it to come through this field. I would say that was nicely done on turn 1. No incidents, no yellow flag on lap 1. This is something I haven't seen in a while, actually. And then 2 people have joined the stream. If you're just joining us, quali has just ended, and we are moments away from the start of the race. So Shane still leads the way. Remember, he is on a medium set of tyres. The two cars behind him are on a hard set of tyres. So your leader's tyres will, or should, be the first to fall off in this battle. So if second and third can just stay on his tail and those mediums eventually do fall off, their job now is to make sure he can't run down the road. And obviously if you get a safety car, then it doesn't matter how far down the road you got, because it just neutralizes everything. Lots of support in the comments for Shane as well as Afro. Those are your top two at the moment. So many battles on track at the moment. Wish I could give you several views. But the three teams making up the top three at the moment, JPR in first, SKR in second, and as I say that, Venom now fighting, he's trying to get his way into third place. Sims defending as hard as he can. Top performing SAFRL driver on the night so far. Next driver for them is in sixth place, that's Grimjaw. Pantry Star was able to start the race, so we do have a full field of 15. Shane leads the way. Hasn't been able to extend that gap beyond DRS for now, so that is crucial. He'll want to get that out of DRS. Sim starting to fall back a little bit. Let's just have a look, and we said in qualifying that penalties may be a problem, and we're on lap 3 and we already have 2 drivers with 3-second penalties for corner cuts. Back at the front, Afro does have DRS. We have a caution. We have a car stopped on the track. It is a JPR car. I believe that is 80. Hopefully no safety car. And that car is back underway. So maybe just leaving the track or having a spin. But he is underway. It doesn't appear he has damage either, because he has chosen not to go into the pits. Afro still just behind Shane, 0.4 of a second. We haven't seen him make a move just yet. Just sitting on the gearbox of that car, applying the pressure. That Magozi, don't blame your keyboard. Shane still leads the way, half a second. Now Simpson third, starting to fall adrift from those two. He's 1.7 seconds adrift from second, and now he's starting to get a bit of a queue behind him. Not Shumi, who I said was the only car to start on a set of softs. He's in 4th place, and he's going to want to get past here pretty quickly. This gap at the front, it's relentless. 4/10, 5/10, 6/10, but it does not go over the 1 second mark. And remember, the car in second, it's on the harder compound, so he can go later on into the race. Those mediums will fall off, not for now, just 4 laps on those mediums, so they are still fresh. But as we get further on into the race, the hards will be the better tyre to be on. Not Shumi has made his way past Sims. and he's up into third place on that set of softs. I wonder how much he's taken out of that set of softs, how much he has left. If he can close up on the top two and maybe just disrupt this battle a little bit. This gap has been so consistent. I think that if another car gets involved, it might just break this battle up a little bit. Sims has actually come back at Nochumi, and there we have a safety car. We have a safety car. We have a safety car on lap 6 of 29. So lap 6 of 29, we have our first safety car. I'm not sure what the safety car was for because we don't have any DNFs on our screen. So maybe just someone left the track for too long and it activated a safety car. I'm not sure, but it seems all 15 cars are on track and moving. Now this is the problem that sometimes happens when you start on the softer compound thinking, I'm going to get away, make a gap, bit earlier, but the gap I've created will account for that. And then the safety car comes out, and whatever gap you've created, it gets thrown out the window, and Shane wasn't actually able to create any gap. That gap remained exactly the same for the first 6 laps of the race. Obviously another thing is with the safety car, the more safety cars we have in the race, and more particularly if we have a safety car towards the end of the race, if you have a stack of penalties next to your name, safety car comes out at the end of the race, compresses the field, you're going to lose multiple grid slots. Still under safety car conditions. We will probably see another lap. So we have a JPR car, we have an SKR car and a JPR car pretty far behind the queue. So I think we might still see, well, they're in sector 2 and AD is going down the main straight, so I think we may see one more lap under safety car. Good to see all 15 drivers still involved. If AD did have any damage, he's been into the pits to repair that. So safety car, not so great for the guys in front. Safety car, great for the guys at the back, because it always gives you another opportunity to come back. But if you're trying to get away at the front, and the safety car comes out every couple of laps, makes your strategy that much more difficult. Another thing is we do sometimes get multiple safety cars in a race, and if you don't account for them with fuel saving, you can sometimes land up with a very heavy fuel tank. So I wonder if the guys have underfueled. Otherwise you have a very heavy car towards the end of the race. So give me some predictions, guys. Comment section now starting to quiet down. I still see there's the same amount of viewers as there was, but the comment section's gone quiet. So either everyone's gone to the bathroom during the safety car, or people are falling asleep. Obviously now that whole queue is together. AD has joined the back of the queue, so I think we will be back to racing on the next lap. At Magosi. Shane is a demon on the safety car restart. He's like the Max Verstappen of safety car restarts. Got to really pay attention and not let him get the jump on you, but more often than not, that's exactly what he does. Underfueling can definitely go the wrong way as well. I remember once I underfueled for a race without the knowledge that safety car for that particular lobby was switched off, and I ran out of fuel about 4 laps before the end of a 100% race. Here we go now. Shane has let the safety car go. Safety car will enter the pits. That means Shane is effectively the new safety car. You can't pass him till he decides to go. Obviously can't pass him till the start finish line either. When does he go? Ride with Afro, he's leaving it really late. And there we go. Left it really late, just before the start finish line. And on the restart, Venom gets himself up into 3rd place. Grimjaw 4th, Simps 5th. Natsumi, he is now down the order in 12th place. He did make a pit stop, so joined towards the end of the queue. He's going to be coming through the field yet again, as he did earlier on in the race. Obviously wanted to dispose of those softs. Not only when JPR is racing, we have 3 very fast leagues here on display tonight, and you shouldn't be falling asleep. Venom holding on to 3rd now at the restart. He's going to have to defend. He's going to have to defend from Grimjaw. That's not his teammate. That is SAFRL's best performer on the night so far, and he wants the position. When you look in your mirrors and you see it's one of your teammates, you can breathe a sigh of relief, at least in this format. But if it's not your teammate, you can bet they're going to do everything they can to get past. Afro still 2nd, that gap now 0.8 of a second, probably the biggest it's been all race. Is Shane going to be able to get away this time round, or is Afro going to be able to bring that gap back down, back into that 4 to 6/10 range that just it doesn't let the leader get away? He just sits in the toe of his DRS. Venom's still doing a great job holding on to the final podium position. Grimjaw throwing everything he can at him. Simpson 5th. Duke 6th. Buffelsfontein in 7th. Swayster, he's trying to take that 7th place away. Currently in 8th. Pantry Star just behind, so we've got a bit of a queue forming here. Back to the front of the field. That gap again, just 0.6 of a second. Almost seems like he's holding it there. Another 3-second penalty. Remember, penalties are going to play a big part in this race. We have a 3-second penalty for Swayster, who's currently in 8th place. That is for SKR. And then we have another SKR driver in the penalty column. That is Chums, currently in 13th. He's on 6 seconds. And then SA FRL, 5th place, Simps. He also has 6 seconds to his name. Pretty early on in the race. We're not at halfway distance yet. Gap now at the front, 1.1 seconds. I think Afro may have made a mistake because now Venom, he was briefly all over the back there of Afro. Now the gap just extending a little bit. Keep our eyes on the battle for second, even the battle for third. AD has made a second pit stop. Not enjoying the Qatar circuit. Venom doing everything he can. He wants the second place. JPR versus SKR. And in the meantime, this is what I said earlier on in the race. If the driver in third can get involved, your leader could run away. When he's not just concentrating on the gearbox of that car in front of him, now he has to look in his mirrors, and it just changes things up. 1.4 seconds the gap at the front, 1.5, growing all the time. 4 of the top 10 JPR drivers. Thanks for all the keeping notes of all the colors and that. You're better than me at that. I keep on referring to them by name, and I should be referring to them by team, but hopefully everybody knows who drives for who. That's why it's got the color thing. Bosveld becomes the newest member of the penalties column. Just have a look at that again. Just the 2 drivers with 6 seconds. That is Simps and Chums. And with 3 seconds we have Swayster, Bosveld, and now AD. Gonna be a lot of penalties before this is over. Duke up into 4th place. And he's coming under pressure. Afro goes to the inside as it look, decides that's not going to be the best idea. I wonder if he's got damage. He's falling down the order after a very consistent opening 10 or so laps. Now just falling down the order. I don't see any damage on his wing. Everything seems to be intact there, so I'm not sure what's going on there, but just losing a bit of pace. But he has held on to 4th place. Just needs to minimize the damage, get back up the road to Simps, make his way back onto a podium position, but he was challenging for the lead for so long. I'd be disappointed with that. For the time being, your top 3, JPR, SAFRL. Your highest SKR driver is in 4th place, that's Afro. He was challenging for the lead for majority of this race and has since just fallen back slightly. Not sure why that is. He is on the harder compound of tyres, so can't be his tyres falling off. In terms of position changes from the start of the race, biggest winner in terms of positions gained, that goes to Pantry Star. He's picked up 6 positions, and most positions lost, that goes to Swayster in 14th. He's lost 7 positions. The tyre situation, and pretty even split between hards and mediums. The two red cars at the front of the field, first and second place, both JPR cars, both on the medium tyre, 13 laps old. Assuming those two cars are on the same strategy. Not Shumi, he's one of the drivers that is making his way through the field. Now we're getting pit stop. Shane, your leader, comes into the pits. Now remember, that safety car would have really compressed the field, so coming into the pits, you might find yourself pretty down the order. Let's see, that has released Venom. See, the one problem with these custom cars, or at least the one problem I have with these custom cars, is when it comes to the pit stops, you have no idea who you share a pit garage with. So sometimes you come into the pits, none of your teammates are coming into the pits, and then you find someone parked in front of you anyway. Afro, thanks for the info there. Afro having wing damage. I wasn't able to see it on our screens. For the time being, Venom leads, Afro second. Man who was in the lead started on pole and has led the race since. He's now down in 11th. But luckily for him, he is in clean air. So I don't think he's going to be affected by the slow cars. Most of these cars in front of him will pit. Now Afro into the pits. Busy pit lane, Pantry Star into the pits. This just feels like the slowest drive ever. It's so frustrating to drive a Formula 1 car at 80 kilometers an hour. I don't even like driving my car at 80 kilometers an hour. Shane goes up into 9th place as a result of those handful of pit stops. Venom still leads the way. 15 lap old mediums. Surely his pit stop is coming up soon. He's actually got a nice lead, 4.5 seconds. And the drivers in second and third, actually the top 3 drivers, they seem to be on exactly the same strategy. 15 lap old mediums. Wonder which one of the 3 will come in first. Is anyone in the comment section ready for a podium prediction? Top 3. Venom still leads the way, but that gap is coming down. Just 4.5 seconds, now 4 seconds. And as I say that, there we go. More pit stops. We'll be able to have a proper read through this list again when the pit stops are over, because at the moment everything's changing, everything's jumping, and oh, look at that safety car with, what was that, maybe 4 or 5 cars in the pit lane. If you, well, Chums seems to be the cause of this second safety car of the night. It's our first DNF of the night. So since we have some quiet time, what about those podium predictions? See, now this is going to play against Venom. He was on 16 lap old mediums, and I thought he would pit either on the same lap as Shane or one lap after Shane. But he chose to stay out there for a few extra laps. Had a lead of 4.5 seconds. Chose to stay out. Now the safety car's come out. Safety car's going to eliminate any gap he had. Compress the field. And when he does make that pit stop, which he's doing now, he may come out at the back of the field. Here we go. There we go. Venom Venom got that perfectly. He's actually swapped positions with his teammate. They're going to be on very different strategies in this final stint of the race. Shane on a set of hards. Venom on a set of softs. With 11 laps to go. That's 11 laps to go, but I don't think we're going to have 11 laps of racing. Still a lot of cars catching up to the safety car queue. So we'll definitely get at least one more lap. While we're having quiet time, let's just check up on the penalties again, and there has been... Well, Chums was on 6 seconds, but that is no longer a problem because he is the DNF. Then we have AD, Swayster, Bosveld and Duke all on 3 seconds, and Simps having a tough night tonight, staying within the white lines. He is on a 9-second penalty. Yeah, Magozi, I was surprised to see Venom on a set of softs. I think it may be a stretch. Especially if you're pushing and you're defending and you overheat those tyres. By the time you get to those last 2 or 3 laps, you're really going to be holding on to the tyres for dear life. Luckily, not all 11 laps are going to be at racing speed. Still another lap behind the safety car. Start of lap 19. So when we do get underway, which I presume will be on the next lap, we will have 9 laps of racing. Safety car coming out every now and then, and just making sure that we don't have any gaps in the field to make for boring racing. Just that you guys have pulled away too far. Let's close this up. So I think it probably would have been better to go on to the medium. He did start on the hard. Obviously can't use... You have to use 2 compounds, but he did start on the hard. No, Venom started on the medium, so he was going to have to finish on the soft or the hard, and maybe just didn't want the hard for that final stint of the race. I won't comment on who's a newbie and who's a pro, because I'm in the comms box. I'm not driving. There's a reason. I can't keep the car pointing in the right direction. If I was in this race, we'd be on our 5th safety car. Safety car has been let go. He's entering the pits. And Venom this time around is going to have the responsibility of getting this race underway, doing something similar to what Shane did, leaving it late. When will he go? When will he go? And there he goes. Didn't get the jump. Didn't get the jump he would have wanted. Second place still on his gearbox. Nice restart. Seems like everyone through turn one without any issue. Just the one DNF tonight, so really good driving by everyone. Simpson third place, but crucially, that time penalty, 9 seconds. If he does manage to get into the lead of the race and he wants to win it, well, he's going to have to find 9 seconds in 9 laps. And he still has 2 cars to get past. 3 cars. 2 cars. Further down the field, Louis 7th, Pantry Star 8th, Buffelsfontein 9th. These cars so close together, so much can still happen. Ooh, and those teammates almost coming together. Good avoidance, but so close. Buffelsfontein and Grimjaw, I believe that was, coming very close together, the 2 SAFRL drivers. Thanks up, Magosi. Venom still leads from Shane. Remember, this is not an individual race, it's a team race. I think Venom could very well hold on to the lead of the race, unless Shane is much faster. Then I believe Venom will let him go. Shane is having issues holding on to second place. But Duke right behind him, he's on a set of softs as well. And what will the JPR team do now? They have 3 cars in the top 3. The man in second is on a set of hards. If anyone has any information for me on 80, please do let me know. I suspect his car must have some sort of damage that we can't see. Maybe underfloor damage? I don't know, because we have a restart and really a lap later he's fallen behind again. So I think that car's got some sort of damage. Or I'm being insulting and he just really doesn't like this truck. If it's the latter, I do apologize. For the time being, top 3 JPR, Simpson 4th place, but that penalty is going to come back to bite him. Natsumi also JPR in 5th place. I have 6 red cars on my timing screen. One of them is not JPR, so if you know which one is not, let me know. I should know, but I don't. Venom leads the way, but safety car yet again. Who is it this time? It was your leader in the penalties column, so he's not going to have to worry about the 9 seconds. And we have another retirement under safety car. We get another retirement. This time it's not Shumi, so we went from 1 retirement to 3 retirements in no time. Another DNF now. Shane coming into the pits, maybe wanting to get rid of those hard tires. Is it just me or is his car ghosting? I'm not sure. Oh, there we go. Yes, his car was ghosting, and I think that was an involuntary pit stop. Sometimes the ghost car takes over and just decides, you know, I'm going to make a pit stop for you. You come out and you say, why am I on these tyres? So Shane will have lost out there, and well, I've just noticed that. I don't think Shane's going to be too impressed. Not only was there an unnecessary pit stop, they put him on the set of mediums he started the race with. So Shane P7, 14 lap old mediums. I'm sure he's going to have to make another pit stop. That means your two at the front are now Venom and Duke. Thanks for the info. Keep on missing things. Seems like it was Shane and Duke that left the session, but unfortunately for Shane, that ghost car took him for a pit stop and put him on his original set of tyres. I don't want to bring up glitches. I just want to get through the next 6 laps and hopefully we get a result. I've had probably the worst luck broadcasting on any F1 game I've ever broadcasted with. So hopefully we just get through this race without any more incidents. Shane has joined the session, so I think it'll still take a minute or two for him to get into his car and get back on track. But when he does, please Shane, if you're listening to the commentary, this is a friendly warning. Do not throw your controller. Do not you don't want to break anything, but I am under the suspicion you're not going to be too impressed. I really do wish that the ghost car could not make decisions like that, especially if you've already made a pit stop. I understand if you're the ghost car and it's on a very old set of tires and it makes a pit stop, but that was a new set of hard tires. So not really sure why the AI would do that in the first place, but this game throws something new at us every week. Sometimes for the better, sometimes not. Safety car confirmed in this lap, so we will be underway for what will effectively be a 5-lapper. There we go now, Venom doing the restart again. This time Duke pulling the Max Verstappen, getting as close as he can, but obviously he can't pass. Nice getaway. We've had good starts into turn 1. We haven't had any incidents this time around yet again. That's what I keep saying about these safety cars. AD has found himself at the back of the field for most of the race. Now he's in 6th place. Duke doing all he can. He wants the lead. That is still in the hands of Venom. Let's have a look at the penalties column again, because this will play a big factor. Venom in the lead, no penalties. And then Duke second, Afro third, 3 seconds apiece. We also have 3-second penalties for AD, Bosveld and Swayster. Sims had the most penalties, but he is out of the race. I believe Natsumi also had 3 seconds, but he's also out of the race. Venom leads the way as they go over the line to begin lap 26 of 29. This time Duke does go to the inside. Not too much defense, not much the leader could do. Now remember, Duke does have a 3-second penalty, so the next target for Venom is keep that car as close as you can. If you can't pass him on track, keep him as close as you can. Afro in third, putting pressure on Venom. He has a 3-second penalty of his own. As things stand, that means Grimjaw would take 2nd place. And then unfortunately there's just the battles at the back. They're not going to get that effect of the 3-second penalty from Afro, because they're falling back rather quick. Swayster 2.3 seconds adrift. Here we go. Duke still leads the race, but crucially that gap just 0.3 of a second. And if Venom is able to keep that car at an arm's reach, he will win this race, but he wants to get the win on track. He goes to the inside, just as Duke did a lap before, and now we have a little bit of contact. The cars stay on track. And Afro is the biggest loser in that battle. He goes down from 2nd down to 4th. There was a bit of contact. Nothing looked malicious. And I didn't see any carbon fiber flying. Now Venom back in the lead of the race. Grimjaw in 2nd. Crucially, the top 2 have no penalties. Your tyre situation, Venom. Your leader, he's on 9-lap-old softs. Grimjaw in 2nd, crucially, no penalties. 9-lap-old mediums. He should have the superior tyre towards the end if those softs do start to drop off, but remember, he didn't do all 11 laps at racing speed, so those softs could still have a bit of life in them. But no penalty buffer. If Grimjaw gets passed on track, that is legit the lead, and that's exactly what he's done. Lap 28 of 29. And Grimjaw takes the lead of the race. Shane did have to pit again to get rid of those old sets of mediums. He's now down in 11th place on a brand new set of softs. I have a caution. Surely we can't have a red, we can't have a yellow because there's not enough time. So whatever that was, it will be cleared up quickly. Buffelsfontein setting the fastest lap of the race, and 80 picking up another 3-second penalty. I believe that is now going to be 6 for 80. The other penalties you see on your screen are 3 apiece. Grimjaw took the lead into turn 1 on that last lap, and this may be Venom's final opportunity. Can he open DRS, get as close as he can, go to the inside and outbreak him? But Grimjaw moves to the inside defensively, and he says you're going to have to find another way around. Not going to make it that easy. Afro falling down the field. Apparently he does have damage to his car yet again. So just going to try and let that car limp back to the start finish line. And Shane, what could have been fastest lap of the race, a 1:22. But frustratingly very far down the order. Grimjaw, SAFRL, your championship leaders by a margin of 24 points. They currently lead. SKR not out of this either. Remember, at the start of the race, 25 points divided to 3 teams on display tonight. But Grimjaw doesn't have much further to go, just the final corner to manage, and he's done that. He's done it nicely. Just a weave over the pit, over the grid slots, and there we go. SAFRL winning the race. Second and third, well, there's 2 red cars there. I believe Pantry is JPR, and I'm not quite sure why there's an extra car. Then we have Duke third, Swayster fourth, Virus fifth, Louis sixth, Bosveld seventh. Venom came over the line in 8th. Shane 9th, Afro 10th, 80 11. That's still switching around. So we're waiting for those 2 to finish. And there we go. Buffles goes over the line in 11th, and 80 makes up your field. Gonna have to have a chat with Venom. We didn't see on the camera angle that we were looking at, but he went down the order a lot in those final few laps. Not sure if he had an incident, but there we go. There is your top 3. Some nice overalls there for second and third. Just gonna wait for those official timing sheets. Read out the results. And there we go. Grimjaw, SAFRL winning the race. Pantry Star for JPR in second. Then we have Duke in third, Swayster fourth, Virus fifth, Louis sixth, Bosveld seventh. Venom came over the line in 8th. He'll be disappointed at such a strong race. Then Shane in 9th. Afro 10th. That's your top 10. Outside the top 10, we had Buffelsfontein and 80 in 11th and 12th. And your DNFs tonight, not Shimi, Simps and Chumps. 1 from each team, actually. Want to thank you for joining us tonight. Thanks for listening to the stream. Thanks for staying throughout. And well, I don't know when I'll be back on League v League, but I'll be back online tomorrow for JPR Season 8 Round 2. I had to think about that for a second. But thank you very much for joining us. You can leave a like on the video. If you haven't subscribed to the JPR channel, you can do that so you can catch all of our races in the future. Thanks for joining us, and I'll speak to you soon.